Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Revenge of the Never-Ending map. Horrifeye by RenderXR continues. I thought that it wouldn't. I thought that we were done. Apparently we're not. Apparently there is a thing. Apparently, right through here, there is a portal. Who knew? I didn't, until I hopped into Spectator mode intending to fly around and look at things and ended up finding it. So, yeah. I thought we had 100%ed everything. We have all the discs, we have all the primary objectives. But no. There is an egg to be had. So, it's an Easter egg, I suppose. Appropriate, being a hidden area and all. I have no idea whether this is actually going to be a challenge, or whether this is going to end up being stupidly easy, considering you can find this area after having only beaten one other area of the entire map, and I have things that you would not be able to get except towards the end of the map. So, we may be ridiculously overpowered, who knows. Here's the armor I'm currently using. Here is the rest of the things. A bunch of the best stuff was previously lost in the attempt to extract a diamond stick from a chest. So this is the stuff I have. Is there any reason to go down there? Who knows? Probably not, but let's block it off and let's see what we've actually got up here. I did pretty much get a little look at this place when I was spectatoring, but I went back down into the portal relatively quickly again because I do not want to spoil everything. And it looks very, very netherish. As I suppose it probably should. We are in the nether. Somewhere there is a ghast. There's an island all the way over there. Are any of these islands going to be at all useful? Gotta remember where we came from as well. Hello. Spawner. Box. Poison spiders. We can make this jump. Okay, there are phantoms and cave spiders. And this chest has diamonds and a whole bunch of blocks in it. So this does appear to be an endgame-ish kind of an area, despite the fact that you could attack it relatively early on in the map if you wanted to. Hey buddy. You're just blowing up all of my blocks. There's a bridge way down there. Okay, this is a not insignificantly sized area, considering it was optional and outright hidden out the way. And many people, including myself, would not have found it. I only found it by spectatoring, so there we go. I wonder how many people actually stumbled across this thing legit. It is an interesting thing to ask a few people and try and find out. It's not falling any holes. Okay, I'm noticing there is a beacon here, and that is marking the portal that we came from. And there are a couple of other beacons. And Rayo did say at the end of last time that that was not the only portal into this area that I have missed. So I am guessing that these are other portals. Okay, that's enough diamonds to make a diamond sword. So you could get a very early diamond sword by going here. Very nice blades. Another one of the speed offhand things. We did have one of those already. I'm guessing that where we actually want to go is either across the bridge, which we saw down there, or the giant castle-y thing, which I noticed off in that direction. Okay, there's that beam over there. I'm heading for this one over here. Doesn't seem to be too much threat in the overworld portion of the area. Yep, there is a cave here. And it goes to another portal, yes, yes. And where do you go? You go to... a random section of wall. Over there. Did I notice that? I couldn't have done. I think I did notice some suspicious wall in that area, but I don't think it was at all there. I think it was just the other side of the one that leads into the first guess the block from the riddle puzzle room thing. So no, that's another one that I missed. Bit of a sneaky shortcut. Could skip right from the monument area right the way over to one of the last areas in the map. If you so desired. Which probably wouldn't be a very good idea progression-wise, but it's an option. I wonder if these portals would be utilised in a speedrun of this map. I have no idea what the speedrun routing for this map would be. And the portals probably wouldn't be involved, but who knows, they are an extra option. Okay. Yeah, there's the other beacon beam over there. And we've also got another chest with a tri-spawner on top of it in the middle of a lake of lava. Excellent. Also, this is the Nether. So, water bucket is not going to do anything. Hence why I did not even bother bringing one. If that was an option, it would be very useful. But it is not. Is that just a hole? No, it isn't just a hole. Well, it is kind of just a hole, but it's not a hole that leads to anywhere particularly dangerous. Not a hole into lava. The heck does this beacon beam keep going? There it is. I keep losing track of the thing. There's another chest over there. And a bunch of failed jumps. And you go down to where exactly? Where does this lead? Another portal, probably, but to where? I'll tell you speedrun this thing, has he? cool. I guess it definitely is part of the routing then. Hello, hello, by the way. Dig out a staircase. Okay, and whereabouts did... Yes, 22 minutes, 28 seconds. I'll have to watch that one. Now I've actually beaten the map. Well, almost. Very nearly. Practically. All but beaten the map. And this portal goes to the area with the Oriental buildings. More specifically, another random piece of wall off by one of the leaning towers. Yeah, all of the entrances into this area are quite well hidden. I think possibly the least well hidden was the previous one, in the spires. I'm not sure how I missed that wall. But that wall and the entrance in the disc monument room are both very, very well hidden. And I think there was one more entrance back off in the other direction. Which one did we come from? I think I saw 4 of them at one point. We came from that one over there, I think. There's that one, and maybe it is just the 3. Or maybe the 4th one is outside of render distance. I'm not sure. Should have brought some feather falling for this. I'm doing much more falling than I thought I would be. Get out of there, dude. Thought the pigman was aggroed on me there for a minute. What the heck? It went through him. That gassed fireball definitely just phased straight through the ghast. That should have been a hit. I demand a recount. Where's the umpire? Bet Andy Murray never had problems like this. Oh boy. That is a 1x1 block of lava which I have fallen into. Get out of it! Stop knocking me back in! Brr. The magma cubes! The magma cubes, they're the most dangerous thing around. Of all mobs, you would not expect it to be the magma cubes, but they are really surprisingly deadly. Another random diamond, one of endurance, infinity mending bow, those are all things that we have seen before, but only once before for each of them, so very rare, but not unique. Very rare and very good, but not unique. Okay. Don't think I see anything of interest over in that direction. Could go up to the floating island, but is there any point? Yes, no, maybe so. Stop falling into pits. Stop. Okay. Whoop. And it's just a bottomless pit. Oh yes. This chest looks like an extremely challenging one to approach. I did not bring enough food for this. I have another stack of potatoes cooking, but I did not bring them with me. Okay, we broke one of them. The lava is not that deep. We can place blocks directly in it. I'm not sure what the best angle is to approach this chest. But it's not from this angle. What are these? Skeletons riding blazes. I need to find an angle of attack that doesn't also have a magma cube spawner. Because there seem to be a ton of those around guarding the edge as well. Should have put fire resistance on that instead of projectile. I wasn't fully aware of what I was going into. Should really have had a decent idea, though. Where did you come from? Magma Cube. You keep spawning from somewhere very nearby this hill. Like, there's another one. There you are. Retreat! I've retreated slightly too far away. That is too much of a retreat. I did not want to retreat all the way down there. Okay. What do we do about all of this then? Well, we've got one of those, we've got one of these. We've got... Where's the quick charge 5 bow gone? I'm fairly certain we never lost it. That'll do. That's another thing we should have brought with us, and blah, 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 one of these. One of these. That goes there. We need... yeah, some of those. We need... yes, some of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know... I was hoping that since this area is accessible from directly after the first area, that it might be a tiny bit easier than the previous couple. I do not think now that that is the case at all. So this is interesting. Give me a pick. That'll do. Give me some potions. These'll do. And some arrows. Those and those. And I don't think I'm even going to bother with that chest. Whatever is contained within is almost certainly not worth the expenditure of effort required to get to it. Let's pick another direction which is more likely to be the actual objective, shall we? Seems like a better plan. Whoop! I think the castle is probably the best bet, so let's head for the bridge which I saw, which is off in this-ish direction. See, what is this? Tower. It seems a shame that this whole massive area exists if I'm not going to actually explore a significant portion of it, though. Render put the effort into making the thing, so I want to see as much of what the map has to offer as I am able to. Well, if I can navigate my way down here anyway. That's low enough. We have further falling. There's glowstone over there as well. What is that, then? And where did the blaze come from? Right there. And what is going to trip those dispensers? Because something probably is. This is going to be another appalling bridge to try and make. And we have sandstone blocks which are breakable by ghasts. And that is close enough to be hit by those dispensers. Fantastic. That is not just random glowstone, there is a sign on it. And the sign is probably mocking me. I am almost certain of this. And the death count rises. What am I even doing heading back into here without armor? I'm just gonna die again. A string of bad decisions is being made. What is that chest? That is a chest I've already grabbed, that's what it is. That's a ravine. Well, we have chorus fruit. For all the use that is, we have that. That is not the edge I'm looking for. This is not the edge I'm looking for. This is the edge that I am looking for. And how much of my stuff just burnt because of the ghast? Hup. Quite a bit of it. Quite a significant portion of it. Most of it. Well, this can go nowhere except terribly, but I haven't really got a way back. I have no blocks, and I have no pick. So, Okay. Pit is a pit. You do a ridiculously stupid amount of damage. We did at least get a couple of lights down on the pressure plates by the dispensers and spawners. Small victories. Huge failures. Okay, well, there's another one of those. Sure, that'll do. We're actually running out of decent things. That'll do. It's got infinity on it. That. I guess we're gonna have to make another helmet and shoes. We could gather up a whole bunch more diamonds and make more diamond armor, but come on, really? It's the final area, and it's a bonus area. And this series is already horrendously long. So I do not want to do that. That is useless. Knockback 2, sure, you can be secondary. Another bunch of torches, food, blocks. What blocks do we even have left? We are short on everything. Health potions, again, we are almost out of them. If indeed we are not already completely out of them. Resistance, speed. Resistance potion is probably useful. Let's try this again. Well, make it longer then. I don't know, just lob some horrendously long hallways in it for no apparent reason. That'll lengthen the playtime. I don't know. Or just don't watch the streams, wait for the videos, and then play them all at a quarter speed. You could do that. I'll make it last 4 times longer. Okay. I'm not bridging all the way across there to see what that sign says. I'll do that when we, spectator mode this thing. We have also unprimed all of these spawners. So that's good. Pick up these, put that back on. Eat things. Use the resistance potion. Use the regen potion. Why not? They exist for a reason. The chandelier has burnt down. Is there even anything in here? Because there does not appear to be anything up on the top layer. Except spawners and sadness. The Enderman may or may not be angry at me because I just accidentally shot him. And I have fallen down to this layer. Get back up! Defeat these. We have Smite 4 sword. That should be easy enough to defeat those. Or we could just knock them off the edge, that'll work too. Any strat will do. Any strat will do. Kaboom! At least all the mobs in this area, for the most part, minus the blazes, are affected by the Smite 4 and the magma cubes. The blazes and the magma cubes, they both do not care. Some of the mobs in the area are affected by Smite 4. Well, here come the pigmen then. Did not mean to hit you, buddy, but it doesn't make too much difference, I don't think. The unarmed pigman will die in one hit, so... non-problemo. Out of here, Axeman. Okay, I see a double chest. It isn't a double chest. I see a single chest. It doesn't sound quite as impressive, does it? Nope. No. Okay, you just lag there and suspend in midair for no reason. Magma cubes do so much damage, and then they split off and also take ages to finish off. Come on. Get out of here. Very nice sword. A tiny bit more food. And a bunch of XP, which we do not really need. And a single diamond, which we really do not need. Not bad though, not bad, but the sword is pretty spectacular. And that tower wasn't too hard, I'm just a derp. And died to the dispenser trap, which is clearly in full view, and I should definitely have known was about to happen. Do we have enough blocks to get out of here? Yes, if we mine some. Have to go and see what that sign says later. Provided I do not forget. I thought that was lava then for a minute. No, just a very bright orange block. Grab all of the torches, break all of the blocks, break more of all of the blocks, more of all of the blocks. What the heck? sand was actually squashing the torch. Heyo, Rayo. I am doing good. Despite the fact that this area is harder than I thought it would be, and we are dead several more times. Other than that, it is going good. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Is hopefully the end once we explore this structure over here. Render is a mad man. Why does this area exist? Why is there an entire hidden secret bonus area with very little point apart from an advancement and some cool loot? I found a bunch of cool items that I've also lost most of. But no objective. Well, egg. Or the unknockbackable pigman. I wonder if this... Ooh. Hold on, this is getting a tiny bit sketchy. I wonder if this area was actually intended to be an 11th area, or whether the map was originally intended to be like 16 walls long instead of the 12 that it ended up with, and whether this was intended to be another main area that just then got scrapped and turned into this thing so as not to be wasted. Maybe that's what happened. I do not know. Will we ever know? Hopefully. Pillars, pillars and more pillars. Creepers, creepers and more drop creepers. I'm trying not to remain in one place for too long. Trying to run around a bit. Trip a bunch of spawners, get a whole bunch of stuff out in the open. And also not die. Not dying is good. Okay, there are too many ghasts. Far, far too many ghasts. One, two, three. Yeah, I had the feeling something would fall on my head then. Just glad it wasn't a charged creeper. I need to go back for more food. I'd cooked a stack of potatoes and they are already all gone. Some of them to explosions, lava. I've also eaten a significant amount of them though. Well, I think it's time to break out the rest of the golden apples. I did lose 16 of them a little bit earlier, but we have a whole ton more. And I need to head for the correct one of these beacon beams if I actually want to get to where I am going. believe it is this one. Yeah, I've looked at the other beacon beams and I've seen 2 more entrances into this area. And I think this is not the right one. Words. We ought to be going over there, not over here. Over here is the incorrect direction. Apologies, I'm very lost. Apparently. Is there anything on top of these floating islands? I don't know. Maybe. Am I gonna check them? Probably not. Okay. Open. Put some useless things away in this chest. We did pick up a few things, actually. Spare bow. Torches, torches, more torches. More potions. Need to grab more food. And not accidentally turn right and walk straight into the void. That would be, not beneficial. Just, yeah, sure. All of those, all of these. And the cake as well, why not? To also stop heading into the teleporter room. It is instinct at this point to just run directly into the teleporter room. No, that is wrong. That is not where we're going anymore. Let me have a drink of water while stuff is loading in. Good a time as any? Better time than sometimes. Do not take a drink of water while being attacked by charged creepers. Do take a drink of water while lingering near Nether Portal. There you go. Top tips. Best player of this game, 2019. Goes to not me. That direction. Avoiding the pool of lava. No. It was suspiciously flat. I think it was unlikely that that was a falling trap. But it was likely enough that I wanted to check. Okay, somewhere up on... this ledge is a creeper spawner. There it is. I knew that they were dropping down from up here. Directly on top of the chest. I saw that happening. And I do not approve. It's a bunch of generic-ish stuff that we don't need. Yet. Maybe we'll later if I keep repeatedly dying. Another chest. That seems like, from the 2 books I managed to get a look at, a bunch of useless books. Channeling, binding, thorns. Respiration vanishing. Aqua affinity. The potions are alright, but those books are utterly garbage. There was an Unbreaking 3, which is decent. I didn't see much else worthwhile in there. I also did not see that creeper. Why? Just why? That's a seventh of the deaths in the entire map have now come from the post-map bonus area. What a way to end a map. What a rubbish, appalling, derpy display of incompetence way to end a map. What? I've run out of things to say. I can say nothing. Apart from repeatedly cursing my own apparent ineptitude. What the heck is even going on here? Why is this area a thing? Why does it exist in the first place? Why is it so hidden? Why is it for nothing more than a random advancement? Why is it quite so deadly? Why can you get here directly after the first area? Why would anybody want to? Why am I suddenly bad? This area is not more difficult than the final area of the map, and yet I am doing significantly worse. Why is this? Get things onto bar. Pick, shield, sword, torches, food, blocks. Bow goes there, secondary goes there. Health potions, what little use they seem to be. It's just the prod armor again. We already looked in that chest. Or did I even go down there at all? Okay, we've been up to the top. There was nothing up there, so there must be something down here. Nothing? Okay. Well, this is a hallway. Do those pressure plates even do anything? They probably don't. They're probably there for the sole purpose of being trolly. And probably actually do nothing at all. But I do not want to take the risk. There's a bunch of random guff. That is a tripwire, which I jumped over. You are repeatedly being healed by that trap, aren't you? That's why you won't die. It includes harming potions, and they're healing you. Well, we got lucky. Jumped over a tripwire. without knowing that it was there. Maybe my luck is changing. Maybe I won't die anymore. Or maybe that is a pipe dream. Wherever the spiders come from. Second tripwire. I was ready for that one. A third tripwire. Probably means there's a trap from a different direction if they're putting quite so many in a row. Spiders hidden under the stairwell. Block those off. What is this room? What a random throw of potion. What a random display of plates and things. Scattered spikes and pressure plates. That is an empty dispenser. I think they've fired all of their payload already. Well, no, those ones definitely haven't. But all the ones on that side seem to have done so. Click! Not actually too scared of these pressure plates. They do not scare me nearly as much as the room full of TNT, which we encountered once before. Compared to that, walk in the park. Block that one off, though. Somewhere there is an illager. It's the guys with the bows. They're back. Didn't you miss them? I know I didn't. Slow walking down corridors. Looking for tripwires. Looking for gaps in the ceiling. Looking for gaps in the stairwell. Okay. That's a room. Fireball dodging. They all missed. Okay, the axe guy broke the shield. Run back through here. You are not going to take any damage from the fire because you are wither skeletons. And you do not care about such trivialities. You do care, however, about being shot, so let's do that. Wait for it. Go. I wonder if those dispensers would run out eventually, or whether they're being restocked with some kind of droppers feeding into them, or command blocks, or similar mechanism. Why is there string in the middle of those spikes? That is a little bit strange. Is that how they work? Has there been string in all of them, and I haven't noticed? Yeah, these are being restocked via command block. And they respawn as well. Yeah, they're not actually hooked up to anything. I don't really need to break them, though. I can do that, and that will do much the same thing. You are a very large ghast for a relatively small room. Be gone. Charged creeper just died on a spike. Okay. Another room full of more fire. Okay. This is an interesting concept. Dodging and timing fireballs. Block that up real quick. I'm just gonna sneak beneath everything if you don't mind. And we need a few more blocks. Just take some from up there. Mechanic would probably work. Oh, the string is so fire doesn't appear overlaid with the spikes. Okay. That's fair enough. Would probably work slightly better if this was not a CTM and I could not just break my way through everything. The concept is good though. Enjoyable. Here's a whole bunch of blocks. And here's a whole bunch of deadly looking walkways. And gaps. And being shot by things repeatedly. Okay, we've got dispensers over there. I do not particularly want to bridge forward directly into the line of fire of those dispensers. Nor does that seem to be the quickest way through either. So let's just make a little tunnel around instead. Sit with our back against the wall. And not be shot off of ledges. This all seems like a better plan. Indeed. She. Okay. Can we get close enough to place down a torch? Seems not. Just keep missing, just keep missing, missing. Oh, what the heck. Okay. Try and create a little bit of a secure way back. Like that. You are being you. You are no longer being you. You're being dead instead. Somewhere in this island there is not a spawner. I thought there would be, but apparently not. I don't know where the guys with the flame bows are coming from then. They're off in that direction, but apparently not there precisely. This is gonna require a few more blocks. Give additional blocks, please. Thank you. Don't drop the food. Drop these. Pressure plates can be dropped. Food, I do not want to be dropped. Yeah, they're from that spawner over there. Do not bridge anywhere with light on fireable slash blow upable blocks. Netherrack seems like a horrid idea to bridge with. Three of you down there. Oh, all of this seems horrific. Let's not go in that direction at all. Just feels like death to me. And we've already had enough of that for one day, thank you very much. Let's go over in this kind of a direction instead. Hey there. Where precisely is the place where we do not throw all of our potions in a useless manner? Because it is not here. And also, where are we going? Okay, so there... That's just gonna repeatedly respawn. I can't get infinite arrows from that. Break it, pick up the arrows. It respawns, break it, pick up the arrows, it respawns. And so on and so on and so on. Hey there. Yep. I thought as soon as I placed that block, hey, wait, this isn't a good idea, but I had already placed the block. So, that'll do. What? It still hits me from all the way up there. Go back a little bit further then. We're going down there, it seems. So I do need, at some point, to get across this gap. I think relatively high up off the ground, maybe the best way of doing so, yes. If we just sit up here, relatively high up and out of the way. Yeah, this is almost directly underneath the portal that we came in from, I know, because I saw that structure when we accidentally found this place. So I know where we are in relation to the entrance, which may or may not be helpful. There's probably a shortcut right back up to near where the entrance is. Seems likely to me. But I do not know where exactly that is. Hey Ghast, do not see me please, because all of these are breakable blocks, and if you start shooting, things may not turn out too good for either of us. Because I will be sure to try and shoot you in revenge on my way into the abyss. Okay, 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 we're almost over there. Bridging through the air, but I don't really care. Okay, how many of those dispensers actually dispense things, and how many are decorative? The space is already full of that is not good. Oh, hello. Hello. That is a room. We have found a room. And there goes the pick. Yeah. I hadn't noticed that, Rio. Well... This is a situation that I have found myself in. And it is not a good situation. It is one of the kinds of situations that results in you breaking many blocks by hand. Though there isn't really much else I could do about it, to be honest. Where is even the way out? Where is anything? And how do you find it? If I keep going down, eventually I'm gonna find a gap. Yep, there it is. This may take a while. We're in no hurry, are we? Hopefully not. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Plummeting off of ledges. Good. Being on fire? Good. I approve of all of these activities, as long as I'm not doing them. You can do them if you like. Well, isn't this just a huge bundle of spaghetti? I think that things are not brilliant right now. Well, how in the dickens do we get out of here? This is a situation I've gotten myself into, and I'm not entirely certain of how I'm going to get myself back out of it. How much despair is back through these blocks? I think we ended up above everything. So this could work. I think we need to turn left at some point. Here will do. It's just a whole bunch of bad noises happening in the background. That they're fine. We can get another pick, we can run back here, everything horrible will have despawned. And then we can hopefully finish it off without too many problems. Hello. You can certainly break blocks a lot better than I can right now. Digging with ghasts. Let me in. You let me out. You're letting me back. I thought that iron pick would last a while, but it really didn't. What was even on it? Was it mending? I thought it had something decent on it, but apparently it wasn't that decent. And it's a bit of a walk back. And I think, much like with the previous area, we were right close to the end of it at the point I was forced to run back. Why am I going through there again? Why don't I just break through the spikes? Because I don't have a pick, and it would take it ages, that's long. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it might have been mending and I didn't break many spawners, and that's why it broke. I think that is what the problem is. But I may be completely wrong. And it might have not had any unbreaking or mending at all. But I think it did have mending, and that is indeed why it broke, because I wasn't breaking that many spawners. Compared to the amount of regular old blocks, sandstone and netherrack. Okay, do not head to the wrong beacon again. We're going over here. Do not fall into this pool of lava again. Make it an actual proper bridge that I can walk across. Yeah, the spikes are just the retextured brown stained glass, but I'm trying to make up an excuse why I went round that corner instead of just breaking my way through, and you're poking holes in my excuse. So, thanks. You know what, I thought this stream would be shorter than usual. I thought it would be shorter than usual, and I could have a nice, relaxing break and play something else for a bit, but no, it's gonna be right up to the wire again, as always. As it always seems to be. What do we even want? Just another regular iron pick? That'll do, sure, why not? And there's nothing else particularly valuable in the inventory, it's just a whole bunch of potions. So that'll do. What else are we short on? Food again. Another bunch of the golden apples. There we go. Oh, the map that never ends. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Well, I'm hoping that, because I did see some bedrock down there, that we're right near the end and I do not have to break that many more blocks, but that may have been a good idea, yes. But never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine up until the point when it suddenly isn't. Room with a nice floor decoration. Spiral staircase. As annoying as ever to descend/ascend. Corridor. Most spiky. Stairs, most full of spiders. Room, most full of pressure plates. There we go. And now I have a pick, it's much faster. Ignore the fact that I never actually even used the pick. Much faster with the pick, isn't it? Yes, definitely. I'm glad we all agreed. Which direction am I even going in? This way. Then this way. And up here, right, left. Left. Right. Left. Up, down, A, B, start. Okay. Everything is despawned. There should not be too many things in here right now. And therefore, should be able to break some of them. Okay. Who lives in a bedrock box like this? Whoops. Hit the spider. And this is going to be the end. I figured. I thought as much. I thought, hey, that is a bedrock box. I am forced to go back for a pick. Inside of the bedrock box is undoubtedly going to be the objective. And so it was. And so it came to pass. But I am right, and again had to head back on a very long, roundabout, merry dance. Despite the fact I'm virtually right next to the objective. Why am I like this? I don't even know why I'm running back. There's nowhere on the monument to put this thing. I could switch into Spectator mode right now. There's really no need to run back. The achievement was for picking up the thing, not plonking it somewhere. See? There it is. We're done. Yet part of me just feels wrong not running back to a monument and putting it down somewhere. Just so that we can say that we put the objective on the monument. It doesn't even have a spot there to go. But it just feels right somehow. That is indeed what I was planning on there, putting it right directly in the middle. Seems like as good a place as any. Or maybe right on top of the jukebox. I think I'll put it right on top of the jukebox / note block thing with a button on the top of it. The encourage-o-matic, or whatever it's called. Because then it will be symmetrical with the brown wool, and we can feel happy that it's symmetrical. Where's the beacon? Over there. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. All this effort for an item that doesn't even have a spot on the monument. And all the deaths that wait for me. Or it could go in this room. It is technically a bonus objective, I guess. So it should live in the bonus room. But I also put the brown wool up here, and that was a bonus objective too, so... There. There. Okay. Can I try this again? Are we done? Are we finished? No more surprises? No more blurs out of the whole area we haven't done BSM? Are we, can I say it now? Can I say we've 100%ed the map? Are we good? Are we good for me to say that now? Hooray. Good, good. Hooray. Well... I do want to go back down there and take a look at that one sign on that bit of glowstone that we saw over in the distance. Just to see what it says. Well what? Do not just say well and then say nothing. You worry me. Game mode Spectator. Yeah, I am indeed intending to not bridge across to this sign. Drunk Minecraft, generating glowstone in my terrain. I guess this glowstone was not even intended to be here, and just happened because Minecraft is Minecraft. Anything on top of any of these floating islands? Probably not, but let's double check them all. Thing over there, I'm glad I didn't deliberately bridge all the way over to there. Minecraft has also appeared to randomly have generated one nether fortress random pillar in the middle of nowhere. That is a thing that has also occurred. Yeah, it's just a couple of random islands out in the middle of nowhere. This one has a thing on it. What is inside of you? Yeah, decent. Nothing all the way over there. Bit of a volcano-y thing going on over here, kind of, sort of, maybe. Nothing very interesting. Don't think there's really anything else we missed in here. There's that portal. There's all of this stuff. There's the room where all of the various... Hold on, drink of water. All the various templates for the repeating dispensers are placed. But they all spawn in again. This seems to go around on... Yeah. Those pressure plates all fire off that. They did actually do something. These are hooked up to more of the drop creepers through tripwire clock mechanisms. Nothing, yeah, we didn't miss anything else around here. The fact this has a hole in the centre of it is a little bit strange, but... And a few random honey pots in the middle of this tower. Okay, okay. Yeah. Anything all the way up on any of these floating ones? It doesn't seem like there is going to be. No. So we have seen pretty much the entirety of this thing. Cool. There is a chest hidden in the middle of this large lava pillar. And it is definitely not worth going to get. Okay. The chest that wiped me. Oh yes. This one. Yeah, that certainly is not worth it either. Not for 0.2 knockback resistance offhand, that isn't really worth it ever. Shield is a much better bet. Let's take a little look around the overworld as well. Again, I think we explored everything pretty well, he says, having already missed 3 or more nether portals. But yeah, we found this. It had the anvil in it. Monument room, whole bunch of commands. Most of them are, of course, inside of function files nowadays, but there's still a whole bunch of command blocks down there managing things. Huge honeypot in the middle of here. Here's where we spawned. Doesn't that feel like a long time ago? Yes, yes it does. Nothing in the middle of any of these islands, really. Here is the discarded remnants of an island with some trees on it that blew up as soon as I approached. First objective. Yeah, what the? There's some signs. This island is for subtracting natural spawns. But I guess you deserve a cookie for curiosity. And a cake, apparently, as well. Just a random floating honeypot, then. One thing I did see when I was taking some screenshots is that there are... I didn't go up to get them, because that would have been a bit unfair having spotted them during screenshots, so I didn't even bother to mention it. But there are some chests. Okay, it's just a few random potions. Why do you even go to the effort of going up here? But yeah, a few of these random islands hovering at the top above things do actually have stuff on them. A stick. Again, I don't know whether any of these have anything worthwhile in them for the amount of effort you would expend going up to get them. No, that's just a bunch of random useless blocks. That's reasonable, I suppose, for the area you would find it in. All the way up there. Probably missed a few random caves or twisty tunnels in this area because we kept finding things. I found several more tunnels when I was going through to run through the area to get to the area with all the bees, and again when we were going to find the treasure map. So I expect there are more, yeah, like here. More sneaky little caves hidden around. There's this one we did find. Eventually, not at the time we first explored the area, but we did find that in the end. There's just the way to the objective, there's this, there's that. These are all part of the objective. Okay, so we didn't miss that many more little caves. Anything interesting on top of the tree layer? Anything interesting all the way out here? Yes. An empty shulker box. Fantastic. Well worth all of the time and blocks you would need to expend to get over to it. Well worth it. Not. Nothing over there. Nothing much over on any of these. 2 blocks of hay. Really? That is not worth the trip. Even less so than the empty shulker box. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take the effort to get over to any of these out-the-way islands, because none of them seem to have anything decent. Another one random hay bale. Here we have the area of many copy-pasted identikit shapes. That down there we found, that was where the disc is. Any rooms unexplored? No, but even the honeypots look fancy. How cool these honeypots are. With that pattern going all the way through them. The mobs have some fancy honeypots there. Okay. That's a little bit strange. It's just a random banner stuck in a 1x1 block hole. And this little gap, which I guess was probably caused by the top of something not lining up with the bottom or something. That's fine. In fact, this is a random pillar down here is slightly strange, but there's nothing inside of it. Yeah. And a purple banner. Where did the multiplayer spawn island go to? That we began on before we ended up before we went into this is a secret, I never found that. Before we went into this room, we were on a little island that had a jumping puzzle-y type thing on it to waste time while you wait for your multiplayer companions, I suppose. Where did that go to? I want to see if there's anything at the top of it. Again, that's not too rubbish, considering the area that it's in. That is an out-the-way secret to try and find. Another random banner. It is quite far away somewhere, but I could see the rest of the map from it, so it can't be more than about 15 or so chunks away. That, or it got magically deleted as soon as the map actually began. which I would not say is impossible either. I think there's anything else over in this direction anyway. Here's the area that killed me 10.5 times. Again, I think it is highly unlikely that we missed anything. There's nowhere really to hide stuff, I wouldn't think, that isn't fairly obvious. Nothing inside of any towers, or honeypots in the middle of this one. Nada, 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 nothing. We never actually went all the way over here. Are there any chests in this room? No, it is purely a ledge for you to ender pearl to. Same with this little room. So we didn't end up going to either of them. Rocket. Rooms over here. The greenhouse that really killed me way more times than it should have. The Hotel of Horrors. The worse hotel than the Faulty Towers. I do like this blue effect around the edges of the things. Edges of the buildings. The maze with no solution, because the intended solution, or what I believe to be the intended solution, having also read the function file, does not work. So that is a thing. Area with all the pillars in it. There's quite a cluster of them back here, actually marking out the edge of the area. I'm fairly certain I could see the map, but it might also have been a carbon copy of the map, so... It might have been a copy-paste of part of it, just for... Here is something to look at purposes. This is an extremely detailed wall, and it is very long and very large. How far back does it go? Things are having a bit of trouble rendering over here. What is this? What is this? What is this over here? Okay, this is an oddity. There is a random island, or there please. There is a random island out in the middle of nowhere. It is covered in ore. Looks like gold mainly, gold and coal. But there's also diamond blocks hanging around. And there do not appear to be any spawners, and it is out in the middle of nowhere. I do not see any teleporter, or any hidden rooms in the middle of it, or any way how you would get over here. So I can only assume that this is more unused content. It was originally intended to be something, and ended up being nothing. Because you can't even see this from over... Yeah, all the way over there. This is 16 chunk render distance. Yeah, I can't see any spawners. We could try this. That is a thing that we could try. But I am fairly certain that there is nothing here. There are no chests either. Definitely an unused island, so that is interesting. Why do you flag that as spam, YouTube? Okay, we finally found the edge of the wall. Way the way back over here. I guess you could technically bridge all the way out here, but you got some diamond blocks for your trouble. But you need to have really, really huge render distance to see it. TP at A2. I don't know where the bulk of the command blocks is, though. Is the problem. So what is the syntax for this now? That is correct, yes. Apparently this is not the map. Apparently this is something completely different. And it's just some random islands and clouds traded specifically for the multiplayer spawn chamber. So that's interesting. More unused content? Question mark. Also, looking at function rooms isn't quite as interesting as it used to be, because now quite a lot of stuff is going to be in function files, so command block rooms do not look quite as impressive as they used to be. But they are still very, very impressive. Okay, and if you do manage to make it up the jumping puzzle, which I am bad at parkour, but if you do, you get cake, you get a piece of iron, a golden apple, and 9 torches to start you off. And also you get to barely see that off in the distance. Random hidden cake. I guess the cake is not a lie after all. The cake is filled with cake. Obviously. Of course the cake is filled with cake. All cakes are filled with cake, mainly. Apart from the cakes that are filled with jam or cream. Yeah. It is as I thought. There are not actually too many commands up in the command area. Because they are all in text files instead. A bunch of counters. Doing counting, playing things when you put objectives on the monument. I probably get some clocks that do things. Got the little box which takes you over to the multiplayer spawn chamber. I thought that would probably happen when I stepped in there. Because you can't spawn down in there, you spawn at the top y-axis of wherever you're going to. Couple of random heads in a box. Command blocks, command blocks, command blocks. For every spawner in the map, apparently, and I'm triggering all of them. We didn't see any of those. All those. But they do appear in other maps, so I think there's just a bunch of unused spawners around here too. These were rare. We only saw a few of those. Don't think I saw any of you either, though I have seen you in other maps again. Fine, fine. And then you are gonna be just a whole load of loot chests. Of various tiers. Iron stuff. More food. Chains, which may or may not become a recurring thing now. Potions, more potions. An extremely useless chest of some glass bottles. I guess this is a randomized one, because like this, you could Just randomise that chest and have a random assortment of potions/books. Food, weapons, gear. All of the objectives and the areas they live in. And then designs for the thing that lives in the center of the map. There's a beacon for some reason. There's a weirdly shaped one as well. This is not how you typically make a beacon. Avenger spawners. Things that be doing things. And then where are these going? These are 10 plates, which are going somewhere or other. Some trap prototypes, perhaps? I don't recall seeing any traps that really looked anything like what these do. Or maybe I'm wrong and they are somewhere. Yeah. We saw one of these exposed. Oh, there's the TNT cannons. That makes more sense. Cool. We saw one of these in the final area where that hadn't been... This command block hadn't been removed from spawning the shulker. Random chest that for some reason caused a lag spike upon me opening it. And then the tops of the lava trees from the Spires of Sorrow area. And then we have... what is this? How was that used? Probably somewhere and I just can't remember. Random saplings. Okay, well... I could fly around the rest of the map, but that is pretty much all the time I really have time for tonight, and I don't think we've missed too much. And I still don't want to fly around in too much detail right now anyway, for reasons. Cryptic reasons that I do not want to talk about in too much detail. But anyway, that is gonna be it for today. Unless there is something really important that I have missed. May as well check out the whatever. Yeah, we never did anything with any of this. Bunch of rails in that box. Spectator me. Anything interesting in any of these spires then? Which one? Which one has something in it? This one was the one with the pufferfish in it. I remember that. One of them has the nether portal in it, which we now know about. The top of the tallest tower, you say? There is an X. And there is an axe made out of stuff. And there's a descent full of creepers and bad things. Aluminium vault key. I think I know where that goes, actually. Creative mode me. spectator mode me. I think that this probably goes two. Somewhere right around here. Game mode survival. Do you unlock this chest? I guess you must. And it contains an extremely... well, not extremely, because... well, yeah, sharpness at 10. Yeah, an extremely good bow. Whole stack of arrows, stack of torches, well, 4 stacks, and a bunch of mending gear. That's a decent chest. But yeah, very out of the way. The other method I did think of that we never used, which... yeah, probably would have also worked, was to dump a whole bunch of water in this room, boat through that gap, and then break the chest open. That might have worked as well. Heck, let's try it. Why not? Game mode survival. So if I do something a tiny bit like give me some blocks as well. Block that off temporarily. Yeah, this is secure. Yeah. And then you can just... aha. So, well, the vault key is an interesting idea. My plan to get through there would have worked if I had actually remembered that that was a plan and that that chest was there. So, yeah. That spire, as interesting as it is, actually completely unnecessary to get that key. There is an alternate way through. Well, this is an extremely hidden secret as well. You're really going to notice that these 3 bricks are cracked in a wall full of cracked bricks. And break it open for some books that aren't even that good. Okay. Well, at least it's not a huge reward you're missing out on, I suppose. Stuff, things, stuff, yes. Many things, much stuff. Here's the room with a bunch of TNT in it. Anything else interesting in here? Not really. No caves that we missed. Here's that contraption TNT cannon. And then some things up here. One of these random clouds also had a chest on it that I noticed when I was taking screenshots. Yeah, this one. Bunch more random stuff. Cry box up there. Somewhere there's a trap I missed. The map is full of traps. What is one more or less? If I had continued digging in the redstone tunnel through the... Really? That was trapped. There's that secret portal. Yeah, tunnel, 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 tunnel. Game mode survival. Is it this block? No. Is that lava? No. It seems fine. And we torched all the way up to here and I didn't see anything. Yeah, we got this far down the... Oh, there it is. There it is. You are correct. And we barely stopped tunneling before we got to that point. So that's, that was quite fortunate then, I guess. Because we almost tunneled straight into that one. The good old trapped trap of trappedness. The map where even your traps are trapped. Well... I think that we are finally done with this map, at least for now. Thank you very much for watching. Dark energy. Why do you keep making me check things? Which area? Which area even is dark energy? That's the final one. I guess I could go over there. Yeah. There's nothing interesting in this area that I can see that we haven't been in. No unexplored corridors. Just some pits of spikes. There's that puzzle. We went right down to the bottom of there last time. There's nothing there except a diamond stick and a whole bunch of misery. Very nice diamond pick over there. Random floating island. Ghasts. There was a diamond stick in here, but we died on our way out. This is a very, very nice looking area, though. Look at these dragons. Helix. Amazing looking. Not this chest. Diamond sword. Stuff. Things. Things. Stuff. More stuff. More things. Spawners. More spawners. Yes. No reason to really go too far. Another one of those. We already seen one of them, I reckon. Here is the non-Euclidean maze. That's an interesting thing to look at, I suppose. Yeah, it does not make any geographical sense, and apparently... No, we did see that room. There's a torch in it. Were there any rooms unexplored? It doesn't look like it. They all look fairly well lit. No, we didn't see... There is one here that we never went into. One room. 2 rooms. There was some way that was unexplored then. More honeypots. Yeah. Okay. It has been a long journey, but for now, we're finally done. Thank you very much for watching. I do not usually say anything like this, but it has been a long series, and I think if you've stuck with it to this point, you probably did enjoy it. So if you did, drop a like, drop a subscribe, ding the little bell thing. That is what the professional YouTubers tell you to do, isn't it? Leave a comment. Like if you like, didn't if you didn't. Leave a comment, give me feedback. How could I improve? Apart from this being less derpy at the CTMs. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow will be Chaos Draft, I believe, is the next map on the list. But for today, and for this map, thank you very much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed, and I shall see you soon. "20 streams of this map. It has taken a while. I had some numbers written down of how long each playlist has taken from between this and Sim Prot 3 and Galaroth. Let me find those real quick. Where did I even put those? They are somewhere. Where are the numbers? Where did I put the numbers? Where did the numbers go? I don't know where I put the numbers. They are somewhere. It really doesn't matter. They're somewhere in one of these channels, but I can't remember which one they're in. And I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of time looking at them. It's the end of the stream anyway. What am I doing? Why am I still talking? Why are you still watching? Get out of here. Go do something else. Eat popcorn or something. Yeah, it's the end. I'm gone. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.